this list still seemed pretty fresh. I just put Gunther in the mix somewhere. I do think Gunther top 10. I forgot who I had knocked off.
I was
I
gonna
think it was The Rock. Yeah, The Rock didn't make my top 10. I think he was my number 10 when I did the IC champions and I knocked him off. So I don't know, that sounds wild, but I don't
I
know.
got I got a whole new list for like compared to whatever. I don't even remember my list from the last episode, but I just went with it. Like the last three names, I was like, "Fuck it, why not?" I have a funny story behind it.
All right, let's roll. Who going first?
Uh, I'll go first just to get it out of the way. Number 10, I got Warrior, just cause he beat the Humpty Tongue Man ring and he had different color straps.
Boom. That's the only reason number 10. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean, like look, this championship ringside. It's the fucking Warrior, man. Come on, let's
what
be
more do you
honest.
want?
When I said fucking IC champ, if y'all didn't think to watch the Warrior at least once, what y'all doing? Hit the
Anything
subscribe
about
button.
the yellow strap, the white strap, the purple strap, the light
Yeah,
blue strap.
too iconic. Too iconic. I ain't write down his reigns and how many days. I used to do that. If y'all go back into the audio archive, y'all gonna find
I
where I
know.
broke that down.
I can tell you this: he won it at SummerSlam '88, and whatever WrestleMania was, I think that was WrestleMania 5. He lost it to Rick Rude. So there it is right there.
Then he won it again at some point because he wanted he had
Nah,
it
it was only one time. He won the world belt after that.
he had the Intercontinental World at the same time.
He did get it back. You sure right.
Come on, King. Come on, man.
My bad, wrestling guru.
You know, I might have YouTube an article or seven. You know, there's times I'm doing a bunch of nothing and watching these damn videos. Who you got at number 9?
Who you got? That's who you got at number 10.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh, I got The Rock just cause The Rock can be like, I'm the best damn Intercontinental champion, and he got his belt thrown in the water, and he had that ladder match with Triple H. His rivalry with Triple H was pretty fire. Behind the IC belt, that ladder match at SummerSlam they had, I think in like '98. That bitch still hold up. Like it's still a good match.
Yeah, that was in the Garden, wasn't it?
Yeah, whatever SummerSlam, yeah, it was SummerSlam '98 was in the Garden.
Yeah, I about to say I remember that. I remember that being a good match.
Uh,
But nah, like I said earlier, The Rock didn't make my list. I took him off. Number 9, I got HBK.
HB Sizzle.
Uh, I think when Hulk Hogan was holding down the belt and it was kind of getting stale, a lot of people started looking towards the Intercontinental belt scene with a few people, well, mainly 3 people in Shawn Michaels' era who did better with an IC belt. But as you can see, I got a lot of respect for that era of the IC belt. So there you go. Shawn Michaels, number 9.
All right.
I don't know how that shit came across my eye jumping and shit.
My number 8, I just switched it out. I had Triple H, but I took him out and I put Macho Man just because when Macho Man got it, that kind of was the beginning of that being like the workhorse championship. Like when Macho Man got it, he held it down, and then him and Steamboat had that match. I'm pretty sure you heard about their match at WrestleMania 3 because people wouldn't stop talking about it, and it kind of had that mystique for like the next 10, 12 years or whatever for being a workhorse championship. Like if you had the IC belt back then, you really was the fucking man. And I mean, for me, it started with Macho Man, so I'll give him that credit for that. And that's pretty much all I got.
Cool. Shout out to Gold Dust. He made your list?
Fucking Gold Dust, no. And he was on my list last time. I'm about to put him on there now.
I ain't put Gold Dust on that. I don't know who I take off on that. So
And you know what's crazy? We had that conversation when I put Gold Dust on the list because you were like, Gold Dust for real? I'm like, Gold Dust was like a full-time champion. And he had the all gold belt.
that's the best part about him. Well, I guess you could say it.
I'm taking Rock off and I'm putting Gold Dust on now.
You know what? You're right. HBK my number 10. I'm taking Warrior off.
And I put Warrior on there just because he had the different color straps. I mean, Gold
Yeah,
Dust had
but
all gold belt.
so if I'm going by just looks, I'm not really tripping on looks. If I'm going by like who did their thing with the belt, yeah, HBK. Okay, so we got to switch this whole shit up. Shout out to
I
Gold
mean,
Dust.
I still like even with Warrior. I mean, I feel like Warrior played his part. Even Goldust had some great
Warrior
matches.
was iconic though as an IC champ.
I mean, how many iconic IC champions you really had? Like,
I'm looking at 10. Well, no, my bad. I'm looking at 9.
like I feel like Macho Man was an iconic. I like people put him up there just because he's Macho Man, but like his reign was it was good. It was good, but
I think
like
he more known for the IC belt than the heavyweight belt.
you think so?
Man, that was a long run he had with that IC belt.
Like I said, that was kind of the beginning stages of it being like the workhorse championship. But man, iconic. I don't know.
I don't know. I got a little more respect for Macho Man than you do on this one, but I so tell you what, my number 8. Well, like I said, I'm a shout out to Gold Dust. Um, HBK my number 10. Uh, I guess you could put Gold Dust at my number 9. My number 8 would be Honky Tonk Man, and I'll be honest with you, I'm just get him the fuck out the way with that fucking rain.
That's why I didn't even put him on my list. I was like, you know what? Is a new king of the king of the block. Get him out of here.
Yeah, I'm extra. I'm actually extra cool when it comes to Honky Tonk Man, but I do gotta give some type of respect for what he done.
Yeah,
So
give him that. Like Pat Patterson, he was the first IC champion. Give him a shout out, but you know, you
yeah,
did, you
so
did well, kid.
so I don't even want to spend time on him. So you up?
My number 7 got perfect.
I got Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, like perfect with that dude. He had the belt. He had great. He had a. He's an iconic IC champion to me. But
All right, hold up, dog. Hold up. See that's fucked up because I got Perfect at number 7, but I was about to say Perfect, the person who kept the belt iconic after Macho Man. How the fuck Macho Man was not iconic, but Perfect is?
I, I guess I had to do like a little deep dive because I never hear nothing about Macho Man IC reign outside of
He only had one.
the match with fucking Ricky Steamboat. Other than that, like that's all I hear is the Steamboat match. That's it. But
I,
I guess I don't know. I guess because I ain't that crazy about Macho Man like that. And like in my head is always to rebel against Macho Man because that was my brother favorite wrestler, and I just be like, fuck you and your favorite wrestler.
oh come on, man! I'm not like that against Brett.
You are like that against Brett.
I mean,
Yeah.
I do have next on the list.
I was about to say, is he on your list? He might not even be on your list.
Nah, I had to get his ass out the way. He definitely wasn't gonna be in my top 5. Ugh.
So that's who you got?
Yeah, my number 6, I got Bret Hart.
That's crazy. My number 6, I got HB Shizzle.
Wow, you got way more high regard than HBK than I do.
Yeah, so it was like that. Just the ladder match and
You thought Shawn Michaels a better Intercontinental champion than Perfect?
yeah,
You
yeah.
got me that, then, bro. You got me
I
that.
mean, somebody, I think about the ladder match in the garden. Um, it just I don't know. It's like when I think about '90s Shawn Michaels, well, early '90s Shawn Michaels, I always picture him with the IC belt.
So there's 4 people, maybe 5, including Goldust, doing that new generation who I think was the face of that Intercontinental belt. I think I said 3 of them. Perfect, HBK, and Brett. And I think there's a clear person who we think is, on
Hey yo, we'll get to him later.
but I really think Shawn Michaels was the less out of all those 4.
Yeah, it just somehow when I think about that, like you said, the new generation era, it's like it's like I think about them dudes and I be like, damn, it seems like they all had the belt at the same time. I know that's not possible. It's like I always picture that. Well, Brett, for me, I kind of picture like Brett with the world title because after like '92, it's just a world title or nothing. So I might, you know what? I'm gonna flip flop. I'm gonna put Sean over Brett because I think Sean was a more iconic champion than Brett was. Because Brett had that match at SummerSlam when he beat Perfect, and he put on great matches. And that's because he Bret Hart. But like, like outside of that match with Perfect, and when he won the match with Pipe, when he beat Pipe at WrestleMania, it's like that's all I remember as far as the
So
IC championship
so
run.
where you got Brett at now?
I'll put Brett at number 6, and I'll put Sean at number 5.
Okay. All right. All right. I already went through that, so I mean, and you already kind of explained it. So at my number 5, I got Razor.
Razor my number 4.
Okay. All right. And that's because you disrespectful to Macho Man, but it's all good. It's all good. Um.
he,
Yeah.
he was the
Again,
first
I
full time champion.
yeah,
And
and you
uh,
the face of the Intercontinental belt in the new generation. When I was growing up, that was his belt. I thought it belonged to him. It looked
yeah,
weird with every, I had to learn the concept of him losing the belt because it was him. It matched his jury. And
yeah,
like,
especially when he gave the belt away on like Jerry Springer. Like, what are you doing?
like yeah, it was just him. So he definitely, to me, was somebody who solidified himself with the belt and yeah, clearly one of the greatest champions.
Yeah, like he was doing, like I said, first full time champion. Gotta give him the ladder match, and it matched his jury. Like it go, I can hear Vince McMahon now go around his neck and go around his waist, pal.
All right, shout out to the train. So let me
Oh,
get Macho Man out the way. He my number 4.
all right.
Uh, I think he had one of the most iconic reigns, and I think he's the first person that made the Intercontinental Champion that title to chase. It made it relevant to chase after that, or at least made it cool. I don't think he didn't make it to where you want to chase after it, but he made it cool. So you know that's it. But hey, look, that's the first person I could think of who made this shit cool. So Macho Man, my number 4. Top 3. I guess we got the top 3, but I don't know the order. You up?
Uh, my top 3, I got. I'm putting Gunther right there right now.
I think Gunther got to do more to catch the top 2, but I agree
That's
with you
what,
100%.
exactly. like I mean, it's great he got the record, but the other two is just like, yeah. Oh shit, that's what you got too.
Yeah. I gotta go with that number
Oh shit.
three.
Well,
Again, he got the iconic reign, but the top two carried it through generations, like through eras. So it's kind of tough to not put them at the top two. And it seemed like every time they touched it, they made it an ideal thing. So shout out to Gunther. Unfortunately, you probably had to lose it and get it back again to make yourself even more iconic. But hey, to say you number three with only one reign, fire.
yeah. And you a new wrestler. So these dudes
Facts.
that's been in the game like putting 20 years in.
Hey, we rock with you more than Ricochet.
Definitely. And then that's cold blooded. If I was Ricochet, I'd feel played because his girlfriend is the ring announcer, and she put so much emphasis on Gunther's entrance. And when Ricochet come on, she be like, "Oh, here comes Ricochet! Yeah,
Hey, you got she announced Rhea Ripley so cold.
yeah." I miss Real Ripley though,
Who you
but
got number two?
come on, man. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. The
Yeah, I
A-list,
agree with you.
the man with the tiny paws.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean everybody else saying it, but yeah, the Miz like Miz that dude with the belt.
I'm gonna take a different approach.
What you got?
I I think if it wasn't for Jericho winning the belt so many times and winning it during the most popular time and winning it through three different generations,
Right,
Miz could have been number one.
Miz.
Cause
You probably could still make a case for Miz being number one.
you know what?
Cause I mean, with Jericho, all you can say is he got the most rings, and it's like, yeah, he won it and it spanned over 3 decades. But I mean, the Miz, I mean, the Miz got to be like a 7-time champion, right?
Yeah. No, this is the thing. I'm gonna give Miz number one. And this
Okay.
to be the biggest reason why. Because it's clearly between Miz and Jericho. If you don't know, now you know. That's crazy. If you don't know,
And
it's really weird. It's really
and
weird.
then
Why?
you could
Hit
really,
the subscribe button
you could,
if you don't
like, you
understand
got
why.
Jericho got 9, Miz got 8. So
All right. So this the difference to me. There was a time where the IC belt was like the most boring and wasteful thing on wrestling.
it was really a prop.
The
I mean,
Miz got
it's
that
a
shit.
prop, but it was like, fuck it. Yeah, you take it. They playing
Like
how.
they had a few people who made it relevant. Cody Rhodes made it relevant, but then the Miz came, got that. And when I say the Miz made that belt like a title, he put it on Macho Man status, and you know the way Gunther have it now. Believe it or not, people, the Miz actually had the belt on that type of status, and Jericho don't have that. I think Jericho just won the belt doing a lot of errors, doing the Attitude Era,
Mhm.
Ruthless Aggression Era, the PG era, the Reality Era, and he became solidified with it. But to say the Miz made the IC title his and elevated it, I'm cool with giving Miz number one on this one.
You could, yeah, you could very much give Miz number one. Only reason why I didn't give Miz number one is just because I got so much respect for Jericho, and I just feel like Jericho the goat. And like, you know, I was, gotta give it to Jericho. But like Miz very much could be the greatest IC champion. And like, I didn't realize I know Miz had like maybe I thought he would have had like, yeah, like 6, 7 rings. I didn't know he had like 8 times. He
I know
probably,
he was at least seven, but that probably the last time we had did the episode.
yeah, we did that episode 3 years ago.
Yeah, so he probably I want to say he was a 7-time champion back then.
He might. I don't remember the Miz winning the IC belt in a while.
You what?
I don't remember the last time he had the IC belt.
Uh, 3 years ago, he could have had a ring. Probably nothing big though.
He probably was already an 8-time champion when we did it.
Yeah, I mean, the Miz pretty much solidified himself as a legend in wrestling.
Oh
Like,
man, yeah,
and
Miz
and
definitely.
they pretty much threw the bag behind him and said, "You the spokesperson since John Cena acting." But shout out to the Miz. He the greatest IC champion of all time.
Hmm.
All right, so if I'm going over my list, so where do Gunther place? So number 10, I got what I had? Oh, 10 HBK, 9 Gold Dust, 8 Honky Tonk, 7 Perfect, 6 Bret Hart, 5 Razor Ramon, 4 Macho Man, 3 Gunther, 2 Jericho, number 1 Miz.
All right, I got number 10 Warrior, number 9 Gold Dust, number 8 Macho, 7 Perfect, 6 I got Brett, 5 Sean, 3 Razor, 4 Razor, 3 Gunther, number 2 I got The Miz, and number 1 Jericho.
All right. Well, if y'all disagree, y'all think we tripping, y'all think we need to do better. Well, look, y'all can always hit us up, throw us in the comments, let us know, man. Or y'all can always hit us up on a social media platform, man.